Hello, welcome to another video. Today I've got my son Toby with me. Hello. And we're going to talk about a comparison between these two well-known shoes. The Saucony Endorphin Pro 3, which I've talked about in a few other videos. And
the Nike Vaporfly Next 2.
So Toby just got this shoe, the Nike, for Christmas. I think it's a good idea to do a comparison because we're actually now the same size in our running shoe, a UK 8.5. So at the moment we can kind of swap over shoes and give our opinions. And also a really good time to buy both of these shoes at the start of January 2023. They're in the sales and they're both about £90 off, which is an absolute bargain at the moment. So in terms of the specs, they're very similar. They're both a lightweight carbon plated racer. They've both got a 40mm heel, which is right on the legal limit for racing, and an 8mm heel to toe drop. We did weigh them the other day, didn't we? And they're within sort of 5 grams of each other. So yeah, you know, very on paper, very similar specs, I think.
Yeah, the Vaporfly is slightly lighter.
About 5 grams lighter, I think.
Just barely.
Yeah. So the only thing I'll mention, as per my previous video, these aren't the standard laces in the Endorphin Pro. I bought these separately. I didn't like the ones that came with this particular colourway, which was, I think, the Nightlight, which is sort of high vis range. I didn't like those laces, so I swapped them out for these. But apart from that, yeah, these are the shoes you get. What do you think about the sort of looks of them, Toby?
It's very retro. Yeah. I really like the back of this bit here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you mean retro, like what do you mean, like the colour or just the style of it?
Yeah, the whole style, because you can see there's like a bend here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
I think from my point of view, the Nike, I mean, the Vaporfly is quite familiar to runners now because you see them in all the races. It's still probably the most popular at the front of a race. Seen a few more of these about now recently. These have got quite popular. I still think the Vaporfly probably sells a lot more. When it first came out, I think the Vaporfly was absolutely, people couldn't believe the way it looked because of it looks like, I don't know if I'd describe it as retro, more like science fiction to me, but people have got used to it now. The Endorphin Pro is more conventional design, but still I think looks pretty stunning. Yeah, both really nice shoes. You could, I mean, it's pretty obvious they're both kind of something special. You can kind of see that straight away. So what's the plan? What are we going to do?
We're going to do a 2K steady run.
Okay.
And then a 1K time trial. And then after we'll swap over shoes. That way we can both test out both shoes. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. We can do this at the moment because we're the same size, so that's great. And have you got any predictions? I think Vaporfly might just have the edge, but I'm not sure. It'll be very close.
I think it'll be close. I think it's going to be down to personal preference at the end of the day. I don't think there's going to be a huge kind of, at our standard of running, I mean, we're reasonably quick, but we're not like elite or we don't win races or anything like that. But I think at our standard of running, I think it's going to be down to personal preference, and I think both of these will probably be helpful. I've never run in a Vaporfly, neither of you, so we can only go by what we've heard. So we'll get out there and give it a go, shall we? Yep. Okay, we'll catch up in a bit.
Is it recording right now?
Yeah.
Just nice music over the top. Not so loud.
Yeah.
Okay, you go.
Just coming up to our our point where we're going to start the speed test side.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Or you can go as soon as we cross it.
We're going to press the lap button on our Garmin's. I'll count it down, shall I? 3, 2, 1, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Currently 340 pace, just saying. Yeah, pretty much. Here she comes.
You're recording it?
Hold on. That's the first time trial done. Have a look at our times in a minute. Obviously, Toby shot ahead at the end there.
Yep.
What's your initial thoughts on the shoes?
Very fast.
You had a comment about when we were going steady.
Yeah. They weren't too comfortable when I was being steady. I think they definitely more suit going faster at a faster pace.
Yeah. So we've swapped over shoes now, and I can tell just going at this slow pace now, these Vaporflies feel like a pair of clogs. Whereas for me, the Endorphin Pros were super. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Meters. Beat me again. That's good.
I found it hard at that time to overtake me.
I'm definitely not in great shape at the moment, but I think that was a fair comparison between the shoes.
Yeah. You go down this way out of the sun.
Yeah. I think for me the Vaporflies were I feel right when you're walking around, but you start jogging, you just feel clumsy.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get up on your toes, they are quick. Yeah. We'll see. We'll have a look at the figures in a minute and see if there's anything between them. I think we both run kind of similar effort.
Yeah.
In fact, you beat me by about the same distance each time. Probably says that.
I did find it harder to overtake you on the papers.
Oh, really? So we're back from our run. We ran 7k in total. Went for sort of a long, steady, well, not long, but that's 3.5 kilometers, I think, sort of steady paced sort of warm up. Toby was in the Vaporflies, I was in the Endorphin Pro 3s, and then we did a 1k effort, which I would say was just below maximum effort.
Yeah.
Just enough so that we knew we'd recover afterwards, be able to do it again after a short rest.
90%?
90, well, for me it was about 95% probably. So then we swapped over shoes and did another sort of slow steady run, and then another 1k effort. So in terms of the way the shoes felt, what did you think of the Vaporflies you went first with?
Well, definitely if you're going to go at a slower pace and they do feel slightly uncomfortable, you know, yeah, I would definitely say they're definitely built for speed. Yeah.
And the Endorphin Pros, what do you think of them?
I think they're probably a lot more flexible. You know, you could go at a range of paces, a bit more comfortable, but I wouldn't say quite as fast when sprinting.
Okay. Yeah, I tend to agree with that actually. The Endorphin Pro 3, comfortable whatever speed you run at, slow, steady, long runs, all out efforts, they're really comfortable. The Vaporflies, first time I've worn them today, and when I first started running in them, didn't like them, felt clumsy and stiff at slow speeds, but as soon as you're up the pace on your toes, they feel like a different shoe, and felt really fast then.
Yeah.
So in that regard, kind of similar at speed, I would say.
Yeah.
I prefer the Endorphin Pro for everything else. In terms of the outright speed, so downloaded the times for our 1k effort. I wouldn't say it's particularly scientific, but it kind of gives an indication. And my times for both shoes were exactly the same, 3 minutes and 47 seconds for the kilometre. Toby's was 2 seconds faster, but again,
both the exact same.
Exactly the same for both shoes.
3:45 twice.
I think Toby has commented that he felt the Vaporflies felt faster, but in terms of what the watch said, they were actually exactly the same time. So, I mean, not scientific, but it's the same runners on the same stretch of road, you know, about 20 minutes apart. So it was a kind of fair comparison. The only other comments, I had a look at the stats. Heart rate for me with the Endorphin Pros, average heart rate on the effort was 152, and in the Vaporflies it was 160. But I mean, so that was a bit high with the Vaporflies, but that may be because that was the second effort, and my heart rate was just a bit elevated, so I wouldn't read too much in that. And the cadence for both was 193, so that's exactly the same. So in terms of outright speed,
So sprinting just
yeah.
got the edge, I would say, the Vaporflies.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, flexibility, you know, overall distances, I would definitely go with the Endorphin Pro.
I think we'll have to do another video, because I mean, that was obviously, you know, all we did was a 1k effort. So, you know, we probably need to do longer effort, a 5k, 10k or something like that, and then see if we can do a comparison that way. But that'll be for another time. So I think that's all we got to say at the minute for that. So thanks for watching, and keep an eye out for the next one. Cheers now. Bye.